Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas, and today I have the pleasure of welcoming someone who has excelled not only in singing, not only in education, not only in writing, but in so many aspects of life that she became the recipient of Merit Award from New York State Assembly. She has also been conferred as being the Distinguished Person Award from the state of New York. And before I welcome Smita Guhaji, let me also take this opportunity of sharing this new offering from her with none other than Bappi Lahiri. It is his Indian Melody. So should I welcome the Melody Queen, or should I welcome the author of one of the books written by her, which is Today's Youth, Tomorrow's Leaders, and where she is going to lead us today in this conversation. Once again, welcome, Smita. Namaste.
Namaste.
So let us meet the singer Smita first.
Sure.
So you have performed at various occasions in many cities with many accomplished artists. You are also the student for classical and bhajans from Pandit Ajoy Chakrabarti ji. So when you start your concert, what is the first rendering?
Well, when I go and perform in any concert, so I start with a Guru Vandana. Guru hi guna guna guru, Guru hi guna guna guru, unhe maan to jag tumko bhi manenge. Guru hi guna guna guru, Guru hi guna guna guru, unhe maan to jag tumko bhi manenge. Guru hi guna guna guru, Guru hi guna guna guru. Guru hi guna guna guru. उन्हें मान जग तुमको भी मानेंगे. गुरु ही गुण गुण गुरु, गुरु ही गुण गुण गुरु. उन्हें मान तो जग तुमको भी मानेंगे. गुरु ही गुण गुण गुरु, गुरु ही गुण गुण गुरु. अवगुणन को छाड़ जतन सो, अवगुणन को छाड़ जतन सो, अवगुणन को छाड़ जतन सो, छाड़ जतन सो, छाड़ जतन सो. अवगुणन को छाड़ जतन सो, सुर साध सुर चरण वरण सो. ताको सकल गुणी तब गुणी माने. गुरु ही गुण गुण गुरु, गुरु गुरु ही गुण गुण गुरु. धापा धामा पा गामा पानी धापा. सारी नी सारी गा पा मा गा मा रे रे सा. साधा पा पानी धा धारे सा, सामा गरे सा निरा पा मा गरे सा. गुरु ही गुण गुण गुरु, गुरु ही गुण गुण. सारे गा मा पा गा मा पा धनी सरे धानी सारे गा गा रे सा नि धा पा. सा pa ma ga re sa. Guru hi guna pa dha sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Guru hi guna pa dha sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Guru hi guna guna guru उन्हें मान तो जग तुमको वे मानेंगे. गुरु ही गुण गुण गुरु गुण गुरु गुण गुरु.
बहुत अच्छे, wonderful. And in this month, when we have the important festival of Guru Purnima, we are starting this conversation with Smita Guha by paying our respects to the power of Guru who dispels darkness. That itself is a great divine coincidence, I must say. And she was only 3 years old when she started singing. Talking about your journey of learning and becoming nearer to this limitless reservoir of music. You are Sangeet Prabhakar, you are Sangeet Bhushan in North Indian Hindustani classical, and Ravindra Sangeet and Geeta Prabha from Bengal Music College. Bengal Music College. So, was there someone who inspired you, who was instrumental in guiding you that it will help you to become a trained singer?
Sure. Well, I started my stage performance from 3 years old. But 1.5 years, I think, when I was about a year old, my sister used to sing, and I used to sit on her lap, and whatever she used to sing, I used to try to copy it. And if she does sa, I do also sa, and go on for a while. So her teacher, when her teacher came to teach her, I was right there, and I wanted to pick up as well. And that time I was about a year and a half old. And then I was holding my breath for a long time while I was singing, sa or whichever note. And the teacher told my sister that, your sister will be able to sing one day very well. The amount of time she is able to hold her breath, that shows a sign. So you can say right from my childhood, my sister was more of my inspiration.
You have been teaching music also for last 27 years, and that's what I came to know. But before getting in towards the teaching side of music, share with us Ravindra Sangeet.
আগুনের পরশমণি ছোঁয়াও প্রাণে, এ জীবন পুণ্য করো, এ জীবন পুণ্য করো, এ জীবন পুণ্য করো, এ জীবন পুণ্য করো, লহনানে पारस्मरणे छुआ प्राण से. मेरे स्नेह को तुम ऐसे उठाओ, तुम्हारे देवलन का दीप मनाओ. मेरे स्नेह को तुम ऐसे उठाओ, तुम्हारे देवलन का दीप बनाओ. निशिदिन आलोक शिखा जले गान से, निशिदिन आलोक शिखा जले गान से. अग्नि की पारस्मरणी छुआओ प्राण से, अग्नि की पारस्मरणी छुआओ प्राण से, ये जीवन पुण्य करूं, ये जीवन पुण्य करूं, ये जीवन पुण्य करूं, ये जीवन पुण्य करूं, दहन दान से अग्नि की पारस्मरणि छुआओ प्राण से।
क्या बात है, बहुत सुंदर। ये जीवन पुण्य करो, इस जीवन को मंगलमय बनाने का आह्वान जो कवि गुरु रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर जी का उसी भाव के साथ, उसी सूत्र में गूंथते हुए एक तरह की यात्रा जो अंतर मन में होती है, उसका परिचय स्मिता गुहा जी की आवाज़ में हम तक आया। स्मिता जी, व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट म्यूजिक एंड देयर इज अ सेंस ऑफ इन्वोकिंग the experience of freedom or going beyond a limitation. So not only the singer, but if you are tuned to the singing, you also feel that you are transported to a different world. So that being one side of it, and then as we have heard, you have written many papers. And one paper in particular, I want you to refer and share the essence that you want to convey by the relationship between music and mathematics. Because with mathematics you have a certain specific well-regulated path laid out in front of you, whereas in music there is probably a sense of free flight. So
what happens in music, mainly in terms of rhythm or tal, there are specific types of tal. It can be from 6 beats to 16 beats to 21 beats, and music is in that range, whatever the range is you set, if it is dadra or kaharba or trital, whichever tal, and then the other kind of falls in between. So it goes in a cyclic fashion, right? Tal goes in a cyclic fashion, and so is math, so is music as well. Again, no 2 days are similar, right? So yesterday and today, though you woke up at the same time, but you had a different type. So in music, the improvisation is all different, but in math is more regimented. There are so many skills that are similar in math and music, starting from very early age when you learn how to count. So there are 7 notes. With the Komal and Shuddha, it becomes 12 notes. And then you do all kinds of permutation with those notes. Same thing in math. You do permutation combination. When you do counting, you learn, little child learns skip counting. So sa, ga, re, ma, ga, pa. So that's skip counting. You do that same thing in math, same thing in music. Then you do backwards counting. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. Same thing, you do backward counting, right? Then you do addition. So you take, okay, so 2 notes and then go with 4 notes, 6 notes, 7 notes, it's so far. So do counting in math, you do the same thing in music. You deduct, subtract, or you multiply. And then when we do like Drupad, Dhamar, so everything, like it's all how you are envisioning. So how many notes plus how many notes you are adding, you're subtracting, you're multiplying, you're dividing. Same concepts in math applies to the same in music. So it's very complementary.
So, but I don't think there are many musicians who are so well versed in mathematics as some of the musicians who are either in the field of teaching or people like you who are doing deep study of connecting these 2 branches of knowledge, if you call them. And from that point of view, let me briefly refer to your book, and probably we'll talk about it at length some other time. But the book is Today's Youth, Tomorrow's Leaders. What do you see the role that culture plays in the development of youth? And if someone is growing up here, Indian American, or if the same child was growing up in India, in his native, in his her native setting, do you think they would turn out to be totally different individuals, or?
It all starts from the family, and how the family keeps the culture, especially the language, the tradition, how much the family wants the culture to be preserved. Same thing the children are going to learn, right? So a child who is growing up here, it's harder, but again, it's the family who is taking the children to different programs, to different cultures, to different languages, so that they learn these, celebrate all the traditions. And we have opportunity to do that. So I have 2 children of my own, and they're totally culturally immersed in Indian culture as well as culture elsewhere, because they are going to school, they will be meeting so many different friends, and especially in New York, there's so many diverse population. So it's a good thing that they will be learning so many different cultures. But be respectful and be proud of your own culture, because our Indian culture is so rich, and if you leave that, you are being deprived of a big thing in your life, right, to the children. So for example, I tell my daughter that a singer doesn't have a language. You have to sing in any language, right? Today somebody is asking you to sing in Hindi, you should be able to sing that in Hindi. Somebody is going to ask you in Spanish, you should be able to sing a Spanish song also. So do not restrict yourself, open yourself. So a whole mindset of how you can open the doors to your children. And then there will be I mean, not everybody is going to select vocal singing. Maybe somebody will be selecting dance. So there is pressure, but pressure is everywhere. It's how you manage yourself, how you manage your time, how you manage yourself to become one unique person. Everybody has strengths, but you have to nurture your strengths to become a unique person.
Everybody has strengths, and to nurture your strengths to become a unique person, when you hear these words from Smita Guha, then you take them seriously, because she has managed to manage her time so well that now after this first book, she's working on the second book also. But let's talk about the first chapter of your book, where in the direction of making today's youth as tomorrow's leaders, you want children to be introduced to a kind, caring and just world. Now that itself is a very big challenge, because many times if you pick up any newspaper, you start any television news channel, you don't see the world that is reaching out to you through all these media is a just world. It might be a cruel world.
Yes, very good you pointed this out, because my next book that I have an offer. Currently I'm writing a book on health and nutrition and prevention of obesity. That is the one that I'm currently writing, but I have an offer for the third book actually, and that is on violence against children. And media also, you see the child is exposed to television and all kinds of violence the child is being exposed to, and how you can motivate the child or to show him that there is violence, but there are good things also. So it's how you have to know everything what is going on. But the direction, you have your own brain to choose from right to wrong, right? So which direction you are going to go, it's completely depends on your parents, your school and your community. These 3 entities should have a strong bondage, and it takes a village to raise a child. It's not only parents, it's not only school, but it's also the community. And how much support that the child gets, we can make good citizens.
Because all the time there is this calculation in most of us that how it is going to be beneficial for me. And that's what, when you go to big universities, sometimes in the courses for which you have paid substantial amount of money, this is what they are teaching you. Have the mindset, see where your focus is, and are you being benefited by being a part of it. So now these are the 2 sides of human beings.
Absolutely.
Share your thoughts.
My views, again, the reward that you're getting, even by talking to you, I'm getting something, benefit, right? By exchanging ideas, I'm getting a benefit. Everything cannot work with money. Money is something that if you run after, it will come from window and go out from the door, right? And nobody is going to take money to go to heaven, right? But if you can make a difference in children's lives, then your name stays with them. And you made the world a better place. That is the reward. So it's all like what kind of reward you're expecting. Like when I am singing a song, my reward is when people like my song, right? They want to hear more. That's my reward, right? So when I'm writing this book, I'm sharing it with everyone so that everybody gets an idea, and then we can have good interchange of ideas. That's my reward. So again, coming back to the same thing, if it is money oriented, how much? What are you going to do with so much money? You cannot take it.
How persistence helps in reaching to the goal. Share with us the emergence of this CD, Indian Melody, and you are from Calcutta. Bappi Lahiri, the legendary musician, is also from Calcutta, but you haven't known him.
I never knew him before. He heard my voice, he heard me singing with him, and the next morning he tells me that there is a CD offer for you.
So now we would like you to hum any one song from the CD, maybe Hi Rabba.
सावन आए तू नहीं आई, पतझड़ जाए तू नहीं आई, सावन आए तू नहीं आई, पतझड़ जाए तू नहीं आई, हाय रब्बा रहा नहीं जाए तेरे बिना, हाय रब्बा रहा नहीं जाए तेरे बिना. हाय रब्बा
क्या बात है, हाय रब्बा रहा नहीं जाए तेरे बिना. जिस तरह के शब्द हैं, एक उदासी सी जैसे बिखरती हो या फैलती हो, इस तरह की धुन बप्पी दा की, जिसको बहुत खूबी के साथ स्मिता गुहा जी ने अदा किया.
I'm learning every time. Nothing stops. So again, for my goal, yes, I have a lot to achieve, especially in terms of music.
Wonderful. So music means harmony, and Smita Guha ji has managed to harmonize different aspects of life as a teacher, as a writer, as a singer, as a teacher of music also.
Takes
so
a lot of time.
It was great having you with us. And
thank you so much for the opportunity.
With lots of good wishes to you.
Thank you.
Thanking her and thanking all of you for being with us. This is Ashok Vyas.